A law unto yourself. The family court system should not be a law unto itself, and more scrutiny is essential. Each spa is a law unto its pampered self. Social media platforms, it seems, are a law unto themselves. Security guards are a law unto themselves. Police chiefs are a law unto themselves. Locals claim police who drank there were a law unto themselves. It leads thugs and thieves to believe they are a law unto themselves. No club is a law unto itself. Augusta, though, is a law unto itself. Quick Google search will get you a couple things. Law unto oneself. Law unto oneself. Countable and uncountable. Plural laws unto themselves. One who is free from constraints of law or rules. A law unto themselves. Daily writing tips. In modern usage, to be a law unto oneself suggests that a person or people so described ignores laws that apply to. Biblical reference, Romans 2:14. Indeed, when Gentiles who do not have the law. Further reading. The expression derives from Romans 2:14. Numerous English translations of the Bible render the phrase as a law unto themselves, but some use a different proposition, like to or for. Here are three translations. For when the Gentiles, which have not the law, do by nature the things contained in the law, these having not the law, are a law unto themselves. King James Version, KJV. Indeed, when Gentiles who do not have the law do by nature things required by the law, they are a law for themselves, even though they do not have the law. NIV, New International Version. For when Gentiles who do not have the law by nature do what the law requires, they are a law to themselves, even though they do not have the law. English Standard Version, ESV. The passage refers to Gentiles who, although they lacked the law that had been given to the Jews, had their own laws that taught them how to live righteously. The preposition unto is a fossil. It once had several meanings, including some of the modern meaning of into, but by the 18th century, its use had become obsolete in standard speech, except for the idiom to be a law unto oneself. The word unto, meaning to, is sometimes heard in an elevated religious context, as in we cry unto the Lord. The modern use of a law unto themselves differs in meaning from the way it is used in the Bible passage. In the biblical context, the Gentiles are perceived as obeying a different law. But presumably, their law applies to all of them. In modern usage, to be a law unto oneself suggests that the person or people so described ignore laws that apply to everyone, doing as they please, as if they were above the law. Here are some examples from the web. The NYPD may enforce the law, but they are a law unto themselves, The Guardian. They believe they're supreme, a law unto themselves. The CIA, a law unto itself. Here are some non-idiomatic uses that use the preposition into instead of unto. French waiters are a law to themselves. Hobby Lobby threatens to make religious believers a law to themselves. It's a real policy dilemma because people begin to believe they can be a law to themselves. After a small search, I also found this. Man of sin. The man of sin Greek, hamartias, or anomias, translated
lawlessness,
is a figure referred to in the Christian Bible in the second epistle to the Thessalonians. He is usually equated with the Antichrist in Christian eschatology. In 2 Thessalonians 2:3-10, the man of sin is described as the one who will be revealed before the day of the Lord comes. The Codex Sinaiticus and Codex Vaticanus have the reading man of lawlessness, and Bruce M. Metzger argues that this is the original reading, even though 94% of manuscripts have man of sin rather than man of lawlessness. Don't let anyone deceive you in any way, for that day will not come until the rebellion occurs and the man of lawlessness is revealed. The man doomed to destruction, he will oppose and will exalt himself over everything that is called God or is worshipped, so that he sets himself up in God's temple, proclaiming himself to be God. Don't you remember that when I was with you, I used to tell you these things, so that he may be revealed at the proper time? For the secret power of lawlessness is already at work, but the one who now holds it back will continue to do so till he is taken out of the way. And then the lawless one will be revealed, whom the Lord Jesus will overthrow with the breath of his mouth, destroyed by the splendor of his coming. The coming of the lawless one will be in accordance with how Satan works. He will use all sorts of displays of power through signs and wonders that serve the lie, and all the ways that wickedness deceives those who are perishing. They perish because they refuse to love the truth and so be saved.